Hello everybody. Today is not such a great day. The poor unfortunate people in Japan are going through everything they're going through, and I feel selfish for wanting to do my update today, but it's like I'm getting so far behind on my updates, and I have so much to talk about that if I waited longer, it's gonna be like this huge, long update. This one's probably gonna be long too. Also, Bobby Joe, Justin's wife, XX, I have not been on Facebook. Let me check really quick right now. She lives in Hawaii, and I'm like so scared. Okay, I just seen 15 minutes ago. She says everything's okay. Only a few things on the coast damaged. So my flight is back on for tonight. Okay. Okay. Nice to hear, Bobby Joe. I was like really, truly worried about you. When a disaster happens, you think, do I know anybody there? Do I have any family there? Is anybody vacationing anywhere? And I don't know anybody anywhere but her. I mean, I don't personally know her, but through Facebook and YouTube and everything, I was like really worried about her. Okay, so that makes me feel a lot better. Okay, so let's get straight to it. My last update, I was 18 weeks. I'm not sure if I was 18 weeks even or 18 weeks in a couple days, but it was 18 weeks. Since then, I've had 2 ultrasounds, a couple of appointments. We found out the sex of the baby. I'm sure everybody has seen that video by now, but it's a girl, and her name is Elena Madison. And let me think. Like, got all excited that Bobby Joe's okay, and I lost my train of thought. But I'm 23 weeks and 4 days today. And I'm feeling great. I'm feeling good. I'm starting to feel like maybe some of the 3rd trimester ickiness is slowly creeping back in there, like the loss of energy again, and some sensitivity to smells and stuff like that. But oh, it just popped in my head. On Facebook yesterday, I put that I was at my appointment. My appointment was scheduled for 2:45 yesterday, and I didn't get out of my doctor's appointment till after 5 because there was some drama extreme in the waiting room. I'm gonna get right into it. I get in there. The way they do things in there is they'll take you and they'll weigh you and do your blood pressure, and then you sit back out in the waiting room until they find a room, till there's a room for you to go in. So I get weighed and blood pressure, and I go and sit down, and the room is getting pretty full, and I just got an instant message from somebody. Hey, when are you going to do that update video? I'm doing it right now, Barbie. Anyways, I'm sitting, and the room's getting pretty crowded, and it's a small waiting room, and anytime you're in a small room like that, someone comes in with like, someone's eating a bag of salt and vinegar, or someone has a strong perfume, or something. Everyone smells it. It's because the room is just so tiny. So there's like 2 seats left, like right next to me, and this couple comes in with 2 girls, probably like 7 and 8 years old. The one little girl has like a doctor's mask over her face, and she's coughing. So automatically everybody in this room is just like shifted, and we're uncomfortable, and you know, because we're all pregnant, and obviously a really sick little girl comes in, so we're all just like, you know, excuse me, just uncomfortable. So then after that, we're sitting there, and I am not one to ever judge anyone for anything, and these 2 little girls are sitting right next to me. There's this girl sitting across from us. She proceeds to start talking loudly about the girls, their appearance, the parents, how they smelled. I mean, there was an obvious smell of like you could just tell that they owned cats. There was like a cat litter, cat urine kind of smell. And this woman was just, she couldn't bite her tongue. And I felt really horrible for these people. I mean, obviously, you're going to bring your kids to a hospital if you have to. If you absolutely have to, you have to bring them. So I get called. I get back into my room. I get my cup to go pee. I literally walk into the bathroom, sit the cup down, and I hear all of this screaming and commotion, and then this alarm noise. And I run back out, and I pull my door open, and I'm peeking out of the door. And there's just a big crowd, and there's just fists flying, and there's names being called, horrible, horrible names being called. And one of the doctors rushes up to my door and says, "Let's just close your door." And she shut my door, and I'm just like, oh my God, I know what happened. I know exactly what happened. That it was that lady that just couldn't bite her tongue. So I go to the bathroom, and I sit back down, and all of a sudden I get so hot. Because of all of everything that was going on. I'm just like, oh, it just got so hot, my face got all red. I thought I was going to faint. So I went and got one of the nurses, and she got me some water. But everyone was confused as to what happened, because they're not out in the waiting room. So I had one of the doctors and one of the nurses wanted to know what was going on, so they came in my room, and I explained to them what happened. But eventually the ladies got separated, and apparently the one man was trying to swing at one of the ladies. I'm not really sure. I didn't really get to see that part of it, but that threw everything off in the doctor's office. So yeah. Okay. That was pretty crazy. And I'm sitting in my room, and I'm tearing up. I'm like literally tearing up in my room, just like those women out there. After this was all done and over with, those women had sat out there, and they're all, every one of them, laughing and talking about these people. I wanted to go out there and just be like, for shame. You know, I mean, how dare you? Well, how would you feel if that was you or someone in your family, and they leave and you're being talked about, you know? I was literally tearing up. I felt so bad. It took everything in me to not go out there and tell them off. I really wanted to. I don't regret that I didn't, but I was thinking of myself. I didn't want to get myself all, you know, all crazied up. I'm pregnant, and all of them are pregnant and mothers, and I just don't understand. You're an adult. You don't bite your tongue, you know, just bite your tongue. Wait your turn and bite your tongue. But anyways, let me see how... Oh goodness, okay, I'm at 8 minutes already. Oh my gosh, okay, I have so much to freaking update on. I have pictures, ultrasound pictures that I need to scan onto the computer to put onto Facebook for everyone to see, because I can't get them to focus right on my camera. So I'll get those up. I have a list over here. I'm going to try to go through it really quick. I am still down 6 pounds from my pre-pregnancy weight. The two ultrasounds that I had, the first one was on Valentine's Day, was the anatomy, and the second one I had was a repeat one so that they could try to get a better picture of the spine, but they still couldn't at that second one. So they said they're not worried because the brain looks great, and the part of the spine that they can see looks great. So they just they said if the brain looks fine, then the spine probably looks fine. It's, you know, they go hand in hand. So they're really not worried. They were like, well, we'll just catch it at one of your later scans, because they want to see the baby like at least once a month. So I have another ultrasound scheduled for the 31st of this month. So we'll see if they can get a good picture of her then. Some symptoms, I've been breaking out really bad, like over here, and I never break out here. If anything, it's like my chin and my forehead, sometimes my nose, but coming and going. And I have this cold sore, but this is really a scab. I forgot to say at the beginning of the video, ignore it. But I have a hint for that. If anybody, you know, you can feel them coming on. You feel them coming on, and you might have like a little blister or something. Use these. these little alcohol swabs. I have them because of, I do the Lovenox shots. But take it and just rub it with some force, kind of like, it'll sting because you're breaking it open, and then press. And do that like twice a day. This instantly scabbed, like the very next day. It never swelled up and got really sore. I was so freaking happy because I never got cold sores till after I had Allison, which I don't understand that. But anyways, that's that. Been tired. My back has been sore. My upper back has been sore, not my lower back. I've had like a really bad lack of motivation to do anything. I'll start something and then I'll die out. I've been really emotional, like really emotional lately. And there's like some twinging and stretching down there where it kind of feels like the ice pick in the vag deal. That's been going on sometimes. Horrible heartburn. To where at my last appointment I had to get a prescription for it. I got a Pepcid prescription. What else? Movement. I feel her like all the time. She definitely lets me know when she's there, when I'm in a position that she doesn't like me to be in. If I'm like leaning forward too much or to one side or the other, she definitely lets me know. And yesterday I got my very first really hard jab that made me jump. And it was after we got home from the restaurant last night. I'm sitting on the couch and it was just like, oh, my whole body jumped. I was like, ow, that kind of hurt a little bit. But I feel her mostly down low and to the right. And I don't have to push on my stomach to feel her anymore. I just stick my hand right on there, and if she's moving, I feel her. I mean, if I push, I'll obviously feel the kick harder, but I don't have to push it anymore to feel it. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything with all of that. But I wanted to tell you guys about yesterday. We went out to dinner at Longhorn Steakhouse, and it was our first time like not having her in a high chair. She sat next to me in the booth in a booster seat, and they had this lighting. It's like those lights that you could move around in the ceiling, and it was pointed towards the wall, the picture that's on the wall. At our table, and Allison sees the little dust particles floating around. Crackers? I'm not sure where your crackers are, honey. But she sees the little dust particles, and she thinks they're bugs. She's going, bugs, bugs, everybody, bugs. And we're like, oh my god, be quiet, Allison. But it was so funny. And then later on, after she was done eating, she burped and she goes, excuse me. She says, excuse me to me and Derek. And then she goes, excuse me, everybody. To everybody else. It was hilarious. So then after we're done there, we go over to Walmart just really quick, just because it was really close, but not in specific. Oh no, it was specific. I remember, because with Allison's meal, she got orange slices with her meal. And I ended up eating one of them, and it was so good. I was like, we gotta go to Walmart and get some oranges. So I got some oranges. And I ended up finding the newborn onesie, but I didn't have the other one with me to switch this. So now I have the two of them. And I'm not sure, is it worth taking this back to get $3 credit for something else in Walmart? Or should I hold on to it and let her grow into it? Or should I give it away to somebody on here? If somebody would want one. What size is it? It's a bigger one. It's not a newborn. It's a 3 to 6 month one. So let me know on that. And I dyed my hair. I couldn't take it anymore. It doesn't show up on camera, but I had horrible gray hair that comes in right here on the sides. It's like where my mom gets her gray hairs on the sides, and I couldn't stand it anymore. And I looked it up and everything, and it's fine to dye your hair while you're pregnant. They just say to wait till you're like in your second trimester, just to be safe, and like not enough of the chemicals get to the baby or anything. So that's all fine. But I think that's it. Oh, and I put pictures of the last 2 videos I did of the unboxings. I love doing them. It's so much fun. I love looking through all of her stuff. Some of the clothes in the video, the 2 videos, I was able to find pictures of, and I put them on Facebook. So people can go see Allison in some of those clothes, and some of the clothes that I'm looking forward to finding. So, but I think that's it. I still feel like I'm forgetting something, but I think that's it. So until next time, I guess I will update probably in a couple of weeks. I know I started off doing weekly, but it ended up like every 2, 3, 4 weeks. So in a couple of weeks after my next appointment, maybe even after my ultrasound appointment on the 31st, I'll do another update, but everything's going fine. We're going great. She wants my attention. She wants her goldfish crackers, but I don't know where they are.
Crackers.
You want to say bye to everybody?
Crackers.
Here, tell them. Say, I want my crackers.
Good.
Tell them. Say, I want my crackers. Can you say restaurant? Restaurant.
A pickle.
A pickle? She wants a pickle now.
Tiny pickle.
Tiny pickle. Say bye, everybody.
Bye, bye.
See you later. Look here.
Bye.
Say see you later.
Bye later.
Bye, everybody.